What is up, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to On the Bench with Pete, the series you put on in the background whilst you hobby or paint along. This is designed for you to do your hobby, to help you get through that. You might be doing something which takes a while. I'm thinking, we're probably going to be doing about an hour, but we'll see how it goes. This is actually an experimentation. It's the experimentation episode, and not for the fact that I'm going to be using two cameras in this, more how the structure of it's going to be. So before, it's always been to help me get through like the more mundane tasks. Well, this time, as I'm getting back into 40k, and I am doing so with the classic Sisters of Battle, I want it to be as much about me talking out my thoughts as much as anything else. So with this in mind, I'm going to be talking through my thoughts, like about my color schemes and so on and so forth. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit here. On the other camera, okay, so this shot you can see some of the colors I'm thinking of using, and I have actually done a behind the scenes episode for my patrons, and I was talking about it on there. Now, as you know, or as you may know, I've been deliberating for an age about what color scheme to go for, and I know some of the colors I like working with. I'm going to be using some of the colors I like working with, namely blues and reds, but with a grey theme to the blues. So with that in mind, I'm thinking of doing my main basic armor. I'm going to start with a Dark Reaper as a base coat there. You all know what Dark Reaper is, I'm sure. And with that, then I'm going to go with Thunderhawk Blue, and Araman Blue, maybe some Temple Guard Blue after that, we'll see. And might even get to white, I don't know. Robes and cloaks and things, I'm going to start with reds, dark, Baraknar Burgundy is what I'm going to start with. Then Gal Vorbak Red, so two classic base coats there. Then I'm going to go Corn Red, and then Mephiston Red. We might be able to go to Evil Sons and so on and so forth, I don't know. Of course, I will be needing Corvus Black and Abaddon Black, or a pure black. And I'll also be needing some Lead Belcher. I will be needing some golds for the gold areas, but I don't know what they're going to be like just yet. And that aside, I haven't even decided upon my skin tone. I'm going to go classic for this. I'm going to go Bugman's Glow and work my way up. Bugman's Glow, Cadian Flesh Tone. I think Kislev Flesh, yep. And what have we got after Kislev Flesh? There might be See, this is what I like about this is the difference I want in this kind of episode. I'm talking through my thoughts more. It's more about me planning as much as it is about actual painting. Of course, you can still get your projects done there, can't you? You can still do all that cool, funky stuff. Also got Midland Flesh for P3. I don't know. We may vary it up a bit, so we'll keep those paints in mind as well. I thought I had a lighter. I mean, might go Pallid Witch for some highlights. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Oops, I'm seeing some separation in my paints. Don't like that. No, I think we'll just leave it at that. It's not Ungor Flesh, is it? I don't believe so. Don't believe so. It's not talon flesh, that's... Talon flesh is pretty much Cadian flesh tone. So it could be... Anyways, I think flesh is going to be the first thing I'm going to be looking at. So I'm going to have to obviously pick one, which is going to be super cool, because I've got many sisters, as you know. I've treated them all with green stuff. I've filled in some of the cracks that have appeared. I might have forgotten to mention in the intro, but I mention it every time. Make sure you got your coffees or teas or drinks, energy drink, tea, coffee, whatever, water. So I'm really going, you know, old style with this. So yeah. So let's zoom in even more. Right. Just shaking up my paint. This, actually, if I can, on my other camera, I should be able to go manual focus on that one. Right, so you should be able to see on the other camera now. This is going to be the model I'm starting with. You know, she's pretty cool. I've got my box here, of course, and I've got the all-important decal sheet, my Adeptus Sororitas decal sheet. I guess you've still got, if you're going to put decals on, you're going to have to choose an order. And that's fine. I did like what I've read about the Order of Our Martyred Lady, but I'm still going to be painting these guys, or these gals I should say, sorry ladies, in the way I want to. So yeah, got my glasses on now. That's my modeling glasses. That's how you can tell I'm you know, I'm serious now. So we've got modeling glasses on here. We are so going for it. It doesn't matter too much. So classically they have a black armor. I would say it's not that I don't like painting black armor, but I don't like painting black armor. Just bring her back into shot for you. Actually, we'll change it back to autofocus. You know, there. Doesn't matter. Yeah, because I've got this, you see. Now, another thing about these episodes is that it's going to take a lot longer to edit, because I've got to go through literally every shot and make edits accordingly. I'm going to use a simple palette, which is namely a Coffee Mate lid. Open my Bugman's Glow. Got a crappy brush here which I can use. I want these layers to be really thin, so I'm going with a medium thinner, medium, whichever way around works best for you. I'm just popping a couple of drops on there, 3 to be precise. I'm using the medium thinner because, and some water. I still want an element of control. Yeah, even though it's like it's the very first. It's the very first paint we're applying. I want to have a bit of control here. I'm using detailed brush. Don't even have hands on display, although they do have wrists on display, I suppose. Which is the one? There's one of the orders, I forget which one it is now, and I shouldn't do really, but it's typical of me. Where they literally skin one of their hands and never let it heal. I can't remember what that is now. They are nutters, I'll give them that. Okay, so that's a nice thin layer of Bugman's Glow on her face. I think that face is going to be nice to do. So another part of this experimentation is going to be, do you guys like it? Do you like this format? Do you want me to go back to my old one? See, there was a part of me, I thought, oh, I'll just end. I thought, oh, On the Bench has run its course now. I'll come to its end. Actually, I'll do another one here. So she is done. So I'm kind of production lining these, but at the same time, I'm going to be painting these to a much higher standard than I normally would. Yeah, I thought to myself, has On the Bench run its course, or do I need to end that and start a different series, which is going to be more like in this type of format, or do I do this format just for patrons only? Because they're the ones paying. At the end of the day, I may still do that. Looks like she's got an augmented hand, which is cool. Could be. I mean, it could be her whole arm. If you can see that her hand there. Do you see it? There. Like a robotic arm. Just wrist. That's okay. Yeah, I thought, shall I just, do that to patrons, or do I let On the Bench evolve? Do I evolve On the Bench? And, and the answer to that is, I don't know. Still, the answer to that is, I don't know, because I don't. So this is another reason why I've done this, to see how it is sort of received, really. I'm liking the way this. I haven't painted old school like this with skin for a long time. Sure, I could use contrast, but I don't want to today. I got this one with the. Yeah, she's got her hood up. There. That's looking pretty snazzy. Those gloves she's got on there. Still looking pretty snazzy. Do I want to do a darker skin tone on any of this? I don't think I do. kind of more uniform continuity, although different identities are obviously important. I think that a bit of continuity when you look down on the tabletop goes a long way. We got this one here with a big gun. So not all of these stages are going to be this quick, I can tell you. They're not, they're just not. But I am enjoying this kind of format here. Because in this format I can just stop anytime I want. Kick back and be like, well, I don't know, where am I going to go from here? And just talk my thoughts out loud. That's... Which I do anyway. I know I talk my thoughts out loud, but here it's like it doesn't matter so much. I'm always aware, on a normal on the bench, I'm kind of aware that I should be doing something. Or at least that's what it feels like. So 40k, this is my return to 40k. Now, at the time of recording this, it's not my birthday yet. But by the time you see this, my birthday will have long passed. It'll be the next month and that. But so I just want to say on this episode, thank you right now. I just want to say thank you for all the questions you threw my way. Really nice. And although I haven't done it yet, I know I'm going to just really enjoy the P&Q birthday episode. It's going to be awesome. Or I shall say here, it was awesome, even though I haven't done it yet. It was awesome. And I kind of need this painting therapy at the moment. My job search wasn't very fruitful today. I didn't find anything really worthwhile to apply for. I mean, I applied for one, but it was really a token gesture, like it was a throwaway application, really. You know, I didn't have all the things needed for it, but I thought, I'll just apply for it anyway. It's just one of those, you know. But this one now with carrying the big thingamajig. Yeah, so it wasn't very fruitful. But on a better note, I have begun my PowerPoint course, and as I predicted, way more fun, much better. It's actually pretty exciting stuff, because I'm looking at it, and I'm on to the last one now, kind of the sort of leader here. I'm on to the last one. Yeah, I could see uses for it in my YouTube videos making as well, you see, so that's going to be quite good, I think. Right, there we are. Okay, gas is off for a moment. So there we are. This is what I want to be able to do. I want to be able to kick back and then just chat for a bit as well. So I'm done with the Bugman Glow on all of those sisters, actually. And I've got some other sisters that I had for my Christmas. It was Christmas, I believe. These here were from my last birthday, so it's almost a year ago. I had them because I had my first Well, I had my first lockdown birthday last year, and these were the gift I had from my daughter. These Sisters of Battle. Over there, to my right, that you can't see, I have some flying jetpack type ones, Seraphim, whatever they're called. I don't know. I've got a squad of them. I have to yet to build. So this is exciting stuff. I always said when Sisters came out in plastic miniatures, I'd be down into them like a shot. And although they've got a long way to go as far as I can tell with plastic models, I'm just going to warm my hands here for a bit while I talk to you. Is that okay? That's the wrong way around. There we go. There's the. So. Oh, that's hot. Nice and hot. My R2D2 mug keeps my drinks so hot. Yeah, so my new year, new army is Sisters of Battle. My Battle Sisters squad is what I'm starting with. And I'm going to be looking at, what other detachments or single models I can get, or characters. Might need some priests, I'm thinking, for the army. Yeah, I might need that. So I'm going to pop these in reverse order now. I'm just moving them back a ways so I don't mix up the order I painted them in. So what will my next move be? My next move is going to be Reichland Flesh Shavers. I haven't got out yet. So another paint. A lot of paints used in this. So I've just, so going back to my PowerPoint course, I'm loving it. I've just started it really, and I'm absolutely loving it. Like I say, I can see applications on what I can do with it in my videos. I can even use it to make whole videos on their own and in their own right. I can do that too. So that's all going to be good. It might have some uses for making intros. I kind of want an intro that will be consistent across my channel. I do. I'm just going to pop the heating on for a little while, just to take the edge off of, here. Thing is, I don't know, I'm swapping around for different topics, and this is great. And just, it's almost like a P&Q or a chill with Pete, on this part of it. So I've got my dragon. Ooh, here. One that Mythos got me for Christmas. Got a long way to go, but he's getting some love. He's getting some love. I'll just pop him back. He was holding up my box and instructions, so he's got to go back. Dave, he's called Dave the Dragon. So Dave is a bit of a permanent feature here on my desk right now. And yeah, so how does it feel to be painting a Warhammer again? It feels good. It feels good. Especially with these plastic models. Level of detail is always there, isn't it? It's a nice feeling when you've got all that detail and you're kind of spoilt for choice. So I'm just looking at the first one I did. And right, I'm just trying to find a good sort of camera angle there. You can see her now on the other camera. So yeah, do I do a wash on her skin? Just work on the skin for a bit. Do I do that? Or do I move on? Do I do all the base colours I can think to do? I don't know. I just, the thing, you know, if I go too far with the skin and finish the skin, and then I make a mistake, I have to come back in and do it all again, won't I? So I don't know. Maybe you do the hair. I don't know. And I've really got a... Now there. So if I paint her hair, they all seem to have white hair in this. I know they don't all have white hair, but a lot of them do. It's got some examples of brown hair here, and some. See, if I'm going with a black, or a dark rather, armor. See, the white hair looks quite good in that. But because I will be doing them in a sort of grey blue, I'm not sure if it will go with them. It might do. It might do. From what I can see here, black hair doesn't go with black armor. Really, it just does not. But it might do with... See, the Order of the Argent Shroud. I don't know if you can see it there. You see, she's got a like a brownie kind of hair with a white streak. That looks pretty neat. Quite like that. And if that is the case, what am I going to go with? A Rhinox hide, I think. Yeah, a Rhinox hide base colour. That's what we're going with. And I'm going to go with a white streak in her hair. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah. This is so good to have this guide here, because you can see what you like the look of best then, I think. Right, come on Dave, hold it up for me. So Rhinox hide, good old Rhinox hide. So I can take this opportunity, guys, to say, let me know what you're working on. What are you working on, and how's it going for you? How is it going for you? Now, I'm going to do exactly the same here. I want this pretty thin. So 1, 2, 3 drops of thinner medium, gloop of water. Perfection. Now, I hope by this time you'll have seen my second Alien playthrough. I'm going to start on here with the Rhinox hide here, which was the rescue mission. And you know, you will have seen how dire that was. Wow, I really have thinned this down. Yeah, so you will have seen that all did not go well. So out of my entire squad, the only one left at the end of the day was Vasquez. Mind you, she's pretty badass. She should have been in the badasses thing. I know it was like a kind of almost a different squad, but yeah, she is the ultimate badass in my opinion. But they put Drake in with that one. That's fine. But yeah, Vasquez, she survived, but nobody else did. Poor old Frost, as I recall, he had a pretty good role at one point, but he died. He did die. On his defensive role, he rolled a 10, which is instant death. Instant death. Oh, I'm kind of digging this as a hairstyle. I'm kind of digging that. I quite like that. Gonna move on. Gonna do another one. Oh, I'm seeing where I missed the spot. Oh no. Might have to come back to her. Yeah, so we'll come back to her. Yeah, so I started my PowerPoint course. And I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. It's brilliant. I mean, I've done module 1. I'm on module 2. And I've only sort of done one section of module 2. And I'm already stopping the training and like, oh, I've got to try this out, you know, and I'm starting to create a PowerPoint presentation on painting miniatures. So starting off with, you know, tools of the trade. What you need, things you need, tools you need. Obviously it's not going to cover everything, but yeah. Sorry, I'm just gonna looking at my microphone battery. I thought it might be out, but it isn't. It's still on. You know, it's still on quite high, so that's good. Bought some rechargeable batteries for it the other day, you see. This is good. Oh, this is good. We like this. Do another one. Got one here who is actually shrouded. He's got a cloak, a hood over her. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to paint the tiny bits of hair that you can see on her white. Come back to my conventional sort of posture here. I've got a couple of jobs I'm waiting to hear from, but there is one I'm out of all of them. The one I really want is the apprenticeship, procurement apprenticeship, and I'm hoping that where I've applied will at least give me an opportunity or chance to interview. Yeah, really hoping they will. Yeah, I'm digging this Rhinox hide hair. I so am. Right, coming back to this one now. Oh, Actually, I might leave her. I might have her as black hair. Yeah, why not? Got the one here with the big gun. Alright, so I've watched things like, you know, Way of the Brush, where they do this all live. He does it all live, and then you can switch to emails and chat about that. I mean, I don't have the viewers, the amount of views that he does, so I just can't do that, you know, so I wouldn't have any email. And say, let's have a look at our emails, and there's none today. On that note, if there is if you ever do want to email me, it's miniwarzone@gmail.com. if there's something you want me to cover, chat about on an On the Bench episode. There we go, that's another one. Another wonder. Feels like I'm rushing this, but I'm really not. And the heat's starting to kick in here now, it's lovely. I've experienced a strange phenomenon of my dehumidifiers leaking of late. I've got a dehumidifier, it collects water out of the air brilliantly, but it does have a tendency to leak. I've tried cleaning the filter and all that, making sure everything's as it should be. I suppose a more thorough cleaning of it would be necessary. I've got a new one. Well, it's not new, it's just one I've reappropriated from the house out here. I'm going to leave her. I'm going to have her white hair. This one carrying the big doodad thing here. Yeah, she's having the brown hair too. So after all that, it looks like I am putting a couple of different ones in here. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, this one's definitely going to have the Rhinox hide base coat and a white streak. Definitely. I'm back to working my old job in April. But, you know, like I've said a million times, I don't know how long I'll be able to keep doing that sort of work for. It's gonna really hurt. So, you know, the quicker I can get out of there, not that they're a bad company, but the quicker I can get out of there and get a new job, one that doesn't involve getting down on my hands and knees, the better. Because thinking about it, I suppose I could even do a factory job, even if it was stood up. It's not on my hands and knees, so that would be quite certainly good. That's something to think about. Right, I've done the Rhinox hide on their hair, so there you go. And I can see on this camera exactly 44 minutes in. It's time to sit back and smell the roses, as it were. So what am I going to do with the white hair? So we're going to have two white hairs, I think, or a white hair and a black hair. Something different anyway. She's going to, the one with the hood covering her head, she's going to have white hair. She can barely see it, so she might as well have white hair. Yeah. Oh, I love this coffee. It's pure indulgence, Dow Egberts, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It is a strength 4, I believe. Yeah, strength 4. I used to drink Dow Egberts, the medium roast one, but now I'm on the dark roast, so you know, I'm pushing the boundaries now, folks. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, so this is a good start to my sisters, and I'm really pleased with how these are coming out. There, show you on the other camera. You can see I've got them lined up there. All these paints that I've got yet to do. Yeah, and I've got the white one to do on a black hair. I'm thinking of doing a white hair and a black hair. One of these, I think she's gonna be white hair. And that one's gonna be black hair. I'm going to do the hair of the dark hair, black hair, really, really thin. Right, that's what I'm gonna do. Zoom in a bit more there. So I think we'll start with the black hair one. Yes, we'll do that. If I do Abaddon black, if I do a similar thing to what I've done here with the other colours, we're really going to thin this out. 2-3 drops of that. A generous helping of water. Way too much paint for what we need, but at the end of the day, it's about achieving the effect you want, isn't it? I suppose I should make another. I mean, Lord only knows what's happened to my old wet palette. I'll have to make another one, I guess, sometime. Or purchase one. Trouble is, they're quite expensive, as I recall. I think the army paint to do a good one, though. Right. So here we are. Moment of truth. Yeah. do find this so therapeutic. The peace I get when I do it. You know, the pain in my legs just goes when I'm doing this, and then, but as soon as I stop and move, it comes right back. But it's remarkable how it goes, and you know, I'm not complaining. Yeah, I think she's looking alright there. Black hair there is not looking too bad at all. There, that's pretty good. As far as white hair goes though, obviously we're not going to be able to do white as a base. Getting hot in here now. Turn off my heater. Got Arctic white, we've got dead white. Dead white. Arctic white looks whiter actually. So that can be the sort of pure white, I guess. Must have some other neo whites here. No, we don't want that. Maybe a deepkin flesh as a base coat for the white. Oh no, actually no, we'll do pallid witch flesh. We'll do pallid witch flesh, that's what we'll do. I came, I saw, I conquered. I came, I said I'd do that because I got an idea. I'm going to use a contrast paint over the top of it. Silicon, was it grey or white? Right. Two of those. If I can get her hair done, that's where I'll end it. I will end this episode having done the hair and face, obviously not finishing, but starting at least on all my sisters. Right, so yeah, this, I don't know why, but this battle sister looks a lot older than the others. So it's almost like you got more grey hair, love. She's seen things that will turn you white. Will turn your hair white. Yeah. Loving it. There she is. Alright. And that, my friends, is where I'm going to end this one. Have you found it? Are you okay with it this way? It's just something I'm experimenting with. This sort of chit chat, talk my thoughts out. Talking my thoughts out enables me to paint better, and I'll tell you why. Because I get my thoughts out there, like on the desk, on the bench, and then I can sift through them, which ones I like the sound of best. And rather than just sitting down and saying to myself, right, I'm going to paint this colour. Now I can sort of speak it out loud and think, yeah, but do I want to paint it that colour? Maybe there's another way, and things like that. So that's, yeah, I'm liking it. I enjoyed filming it this way. Yeah. I'm going to turn off the other camera now. We don't need that one on anymore. So it's just you and me, guy. You and me. Yeah, how did you find it? I enjoyed it. Let me know what you've been working on as well. As always, I hope you are in good health and that, you know, you continue to have a great rest of your day. So till next time, guys, remember, like if you like it, dislike if you dislike it, share, and that's all the free help you can give. But if you want to support me financially, help my channel grow, then check out my Patreon account, link on the home page. Then it'll take you right to it, and you'll see all the various levels and what you get for them. Starts at $1 a month, and you know, works outwards. So remember, all brushes lead to ore. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now. Bye bye.